So recently I have been talking about doing some things differently on my YouTube channel, and one of the things that I'm most interested in is doing some moto camping. Um, I'm interested in other folks that moto camp, their techniques, how they set up their camp, how they pack, what kind of gear they use, all that kind of stuff. And I'm also interested in bushcraft, so I thought I would explore the possibility of doing both in one, campcraft, bushcraft / moto camping thing, and getting back out into the woods. To give you some background, I've been moto camping for over a decade now. I've been riding a really long time, but I really didn't realize the beauty of riding till I discovered the range. And I used to ride just around in my state, Alabama. That's where I grew up, and I never used to ride outside the state because it was kind of a hassle. You had to bring all this luggage and clothes, and then I realized if you packed correctly, you could extend your voyage 2 or 3 states. Some of the best riding in the country is up in Tennessee and North Carolina. So once I realized that just a little bit of planning and effort, you could actually take a weekend and ride up into the mountains. It kind of changed my life, and I've kind of been moto camping ever since. But recently I have kind of gotten rusty and spoiled rotten in the fact that I can I could travel all over the country with my motorcycle in the back and take day trips. And I can travel 200 miles in the bus, unload the motorcycle, and explore 200 or 300 mile range on my motorcycle and come back to my camp, which is my school bus. So like I said, I've been spoiled, and I haven't really been exercising my moto camping muscles because I haven't had to. I had this hotel on 6 wheels that I carried around with me and carried my motorcycle. So I decided that I would get back into the moto camping thing. It's a unique experience anyway, and I thought since I was going to be exploring doing a minimalist ride and camp coming up shortly, I thought I would explore some of my philosophy with you folks. And if any of you are into moto camping currently, please share your philosophy too. I would like to hear your feedback. And anyway, that's where I'm at. So I've got a few minutes before the rain hits, and I wanted to make a quick video about my camping setup. It is spring, and I'm getting ready to get my moto camping rig set up. Trying to get all my camping supplies together, number one, and weed out the unnecessary stuff, while making sure I'm carrying everything that I need. Trying to go a little bit more minimum this year to reduce weight, but I'll show you what I've got set up so far. Before I get into my current setup, I wanted to show you some of the monstrosities I've used in the past. The one consistent thing that I've got is these leather saddlebags. They're so versatile and tough. I just can't see getting rid of these for pretty much anything else. I like soft bags, but these leather bags don't melt, shockingly. And like I said, they're very sturdy, and I've modified them to completely fit my needs. They could be a little bit bigger, but they carry most of what I need currently. So, but you can see some of these other shots that I just kind of rigged some of my hiking packs to strap down. So that's kind of what I'm going to be modifying here shortly, but I just wanted to show you what I'm starting with first. I've had several people that looked at my bike, asked me about this setup here. This is a custom bracket that I made to keep my saddlebags from getting up under my wheel. This is actually my first time forging, and when I say forging, I mean I heated up some steel bar and pounded it into shape and drilled some holes in it. But it has worked amazingly well for the past, what is this, 3 years now? I haven't done a lot of moto camping with it, but I've done enough to know that it works really well. But I'll show you what my setup is. Setup is basically the saddlebags that I purchased, maybe 10 years ago. Got these saddlebags, and you can see I can actually strap these to the bar to keep them from moving around, but they don't really move around that much because usually I have them, if I'm riding with my saddlebags, they're usually loaded down, and you can see I've got a few supplies in here now. I've got my tarp and hammock for camping, and you'll get a chance to see this later. Hopefully I'll make a camping video shortly within the next week or so, because it is spring. I don't know if I mentioned that, but anyway, this rig, this setup is pretty much exactly what I need. It's tough, it's durable, it's cheap, meaning that I've already paid for it. And it was hell, I think these are leather saddlebags that I bought at a flea market, and they were new at the time. They were 100 and something bucks. Not the best materials, but the leather is pretty hardcore, and you know, it's got a little bit of rust on it because they've been out in the weather lots, but it's set up exactly for my needs, and I don't have to strap them in. I just throw them on and go. When I get to camp, I throw them off, unload everything, and then I can go explore, and they work fantastic, you know, as opposed to $600 setup or $600 plus. I mean, I would only do something like a Wolfman luggage or something like that, and those outfits are pretty expensive. But not just that, these things are rugged as hell. They're not waterproof, but I can put waterproof liners inside, and they're rugged. That's the main thing. And this bike's been down plenty of times on top of these bags, and you know, they just keep going. And it's leather, so how much abuse are they going to be able to take? I would say quite a bit. The other thing that I'm taking on this journey is dry bag, and of course, dry bag is going to be holding sleeping bag because it's still cold, at least where I'm probably going to be going, and so this will hold my sleeping bag. And this, I've had this thing forever too. I think I've had this 20 plus years. Seal line, used to go paddling with this bag, and it's held up all this time. It's just a really thick rubberized bag, and it's got lots of holes that you can strap to it, but it's basically going to be about, you know, this big with the sleeping bag in there, and maybe I'll throw a pillow or something, a collapsible pillow in there, keep the stuff dryish. And then only other thing is maybe some kind of a bedroll insulation to go up here. But this should hold most everything that I take with me this camping season, and but that's kind of what I'm trying to work out right now, is how far I can downsize and still be comfortable and get the camping mission done.